Welcome back. This is the third period of three in this semifinal bout, the first semifinal bout. Zhu is leading 9-8 over Peter Joppich. It would be a slight upset, but nothing really too surprising. They're both finalists in the Olympic Games just last year. If you are having some issues, if you are not following the action just quite as closely as you might like, try focusing on one fencer. Really just focus in on what that fencer is doing. I know the action's fast. People who fence for years sometimes can't see everything that's happening. Referees definitely can't see what's happening. I know everybody agrees with that. So keep your eyes on one fencer, and you might be able to see the actions they're trying to do. You'll see some of the complexities of their footwork. You'll see what their hand is doing. And then as you broaden your gaze a little bit, you'll see how that applies to the other fencer. 9-8 for Zhu. Got about 2.5 minutes left, so there's plenty of time for Peter, unless he does that with a really big step and gets hit in his preparation. Again, another very nice action from Zhu. Using his gifts, his abilities, his height. That's what he needs to do to continue to win this bout. And he's done what many people have found impossible, and that's stopping Peter Joppich's very explosive attack. He's got Peter back on his heels a little bit right now. Zhu tried to counterattack very early that time. He didn't want to take steps back and counterattack. He went immediately. Unfortunately for him, Peter was expecting that and finished to the right target. So you see all the work Peter's doing now. He's making a lot of feints with his body and his legs to try to see if he can draw a reaction from Zhu. And Zhu's job is to hide his intention until the last minute. It's very hard, and as you can tell, it requires a tremendous amount of fitness. It appears that that Peter's attack hit Zhu in the hand, kind of no harm, no foul. That's why the glove comes up over the jacket. It gives extra protection to the hand and wrist area. Zhu made an attack. Peter was able to parry it and make his riposte. It was not the prettiest riposte. It got one light. It did the job. It closed it to within one touch. I will tell you this, Peter Joppich is a fighter. He has always been a fighter. It appears that something happened to his weapon there. Probably he crushed the barrel, and he is changing it now. The weapons at the Worlds are pre-checked, the weights, everything. So before they even come out to the strip area, somebody has looked at the weapon and assured not only that it works and that it passes all the tests that it must, but that it is legal. So everything about the weapon is passed before it comes to the strip. In fact, the athlete's not even, you can see there that Peter's blade broke on that action. In fact, the athletes themselves can't even touch their own weapons before. That's how tight the controls are. They're handled by other people and brought out to the strip. Halfway through this last period, it's 11-11, all tied up to 15. Such a nice touch. Peter thought he had figured it out, thought he could make big steps and come forward, and Zhu made one step back and then went right into his big preparation with great action. Both fencers are upset, feel like they missed an opportunity. Zhu thought he had an opportunity to hit as Peter stepped forward, and Peter just didn't quite finish his attack where he wanted to, so there's absolutely no lights on that action. Wow. Zhu, one of the few times I've seen him make an effective parry riposte. Very interesting. Great piece of strategy there. He's been counterattacking. This time Peter decides he's going to go straight, and Zhu makes a parry and a riposte. The first one didn't hit, but he retained his balance and hit with the remise, or the second action. Under a minute left, and Peter's looking for 2 touches to extend this day. There you see Zhu pulled the distance, and as Peter committed, Zhu stepped back in and hit him with a counterattack. 44 seconds, 3 touches. For a lot of people, that would be very tough. Peter definitely has the speed. And let's see if Zhu is going to open the door and let him come back into this bout. Nope. Zhu Jun, to the pleasure of his Chinese teammates there, is on his way to the gold medal match. There are some of our friends from Canada there we see. So Zhu Jun from China on to the gold medal match. His opponent, we'll find out next.